I did say, 3 strikes, you're out. You've had 2 goes. You
Right,
need,
okay.
you know.
Would you hold into that?
Probably not.
World Trauma Day, October 17th, the day we confront trauma's invisible scars. September 2006, Richard Hammond crashes at 288 miles per hour. He survives. He smiles for cameras, but his confession years later reveals the truth. I damaged all the complicated bits of the brain to do with processing and emotional control. I was prey to every single emotion that swept over me, and I couldn't deal with it. 2 crashes, divorce, career collapse. By 2025, the man who made millions laugh was fighting the darkest battle of his life against his own broken brain. This is how Richard Hammond survived depression. Welcome back to Tuna No Crust, the largest car TV show news on YouTube. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's roll. September 20th, 2006. The vampire dragster flips at 288 miles per hour. Hammond's skull hits the ground, 2-week coma. When he wakes, he's fundamentally changed. The physical damage is obvious. The psychological devastation stays hidden. In 2008, Hammond finally admits the truth to the Sunday Times. I damaged all the complicated bits of the brain to do with processing and emotional control. I was prey to every single emotion that swept over me, and I couldn't deal with it. I had to relearn things from scratch. Not just memory, not just motor skills, emotions. He'd lost the ability to process feelings. Every emotion hit him unfiltered, overwhelming, inescapable. Depression consumed him. He consulted psychiatrists. He fought battles viewers never saw. I'll still have a week when I'm freaking out about something, and I'll realize it's because I'm encountering a new emotional state, and I have to evolve a new strategy to cope with it. Years after the crash, he was still learning how to feel. Each emotion required conscious strategy, like learning to walk again, but inside his mind, his memory stayed fractured. My memory is a lot better, but the other day I forgot the PIN numbers to all my cards. All of them, completely gone. These weren't inconveniences. They were reminders his brain had betrayed him permanently. January 2007, Hammond returns to Top Gear to applause and fireworks. The audience sees triumph. Hammond knows the truth. He's barely holding together, fighting a broken brain every single day. Just when Hammond needs healing, the world demands the hamster. Energetic, fearless, funny, his career depends on it, so he performs. He smiles through psychiatric appointments, cracks jokes while his brain misfires, volunteers for stunts while terrified another head injury will destroy what's left. Every public appearance drains him. Mindy watches her husband become someone else. Someone whose emotional processing is permanently broken. In 2010, Hammond interviews Sir Sterling Moss. They discuss brain injuries from crashes. It's rare honesty, 2 survivors who understand what others can't, living in a world demanding you be normal while your damaged brain screams nothing will ever be normal again. Hammond fills every moment with work. Top Gear, the Grand Tour, projects, books, anything to outrun the darkness. But you can't outrun your own brain. The depression follows him into every fast car, every exotic location, every cheering crowd. June 10th, 2017, Switzerland. The Rimac tumbles 110 meters, bursts into flames. Oh God, I'm going to die. But there's something darker in that moment. A flash, wondering if dying might be easier than this exhausting existence of pretending to be okay. That's what depression whispers. 2024, the perfect storm hits. His father dies from cancer. 28 years with Mindy ends in divorce. The Grand Tour ends after 22 years. At 55, every foundation crumbles at once. For someone with brain injury-induced depression, this isn't just change. It's catastrophic. Divorce means losing his anchor, the woman who witnessed his entire battle, who held him through the worst nights. He moves to a rented farmhouse, alone, surrounded by silence. For a man who'd spent years drowning out his thoughts with noise, the quiet is unbearable. It's been a tough few years. The most honest 5 words of his career. Translation, I'm not okay. I haven't been okay since 2006. I don't know if I'll ever be okay. His business loses £500,000. He admits his lack of management ability. For someone battling depression, failure validates every dark thought. Maybe you're permanently damaged. Maybe you're not capable anymore. Maybe you're done. Standing in that farmhouse, staring at the wreckage, Hammond faced a choice many don't survive. Hammond survived through brutal honesty. His 2008 confession changed everything. My brain is damaged. I have depression. I need professional help. No euphemisms, no minimizing, just truth. He showed that recovery isn't one breakthrough. It's ongoing work. Years later, he's still developing strategies for new emotional states, still learning to cope with his damaged brain's responses. That's the reality of brain injury. There's no moment when everything suddenly works again. In his workshop series, Hammond continues the honesty, business failures, personal collapse, starting over at 55, but also the daily work of survival, getting up, taking care of his team, finding purpose in small things. He discusses how trauma affects families. Anything that affects any person, whatever that is, illness or good or bad things, it connects to other people. He acknowledges the toll on Mindy and his daughters. That awareness shows emotional growth brain injury could have stolen permanently. He maintains crucial relationships. Clarkson and May's brotherhood holds. His workshop team gives him purpose. These are people's actual jobs. It's not a game. Taking care of others keeps him going when he can't care about himself. He grieves without pretending, doesn't minimize the pain, sits in it, processes it with the emotional tools he spent years rebuilding after his brain broke. Hammond's journey demolishes myths. Success doesn't protect you from depression. Fame doesn't fix brain damage. Wealth doesn't heal trauma. His story proves survival isn't about fearlessness or quick fixes. It's about honesty, professional help without shame. Understanding your brain chemistry is permanently altered. That's medical reality, not personal failure. Hammond's openness creates connection. When he admits he's freaking out and needs new coping strategies, viewers struggling with mental health feel less alone. When he discusses psychiatrists, he normalizes professional help. When he shows his life in pieces, he gives others permission to struggle too. People love Richard Hammond because he shared the struggle. He proved asking for help is survival. He showed brain injury recovery is measured in decades, not weeks. He demonstrated you can be fundamentally changed by trauma and still build a life worth living. On World Trauma Day, his story shows what trauma survivors face after headlines fade. His battle isn't over. Brain injuries don't have neat endings. Some days his emotional control feels manageable. Other days, new feelings still require conscious strategies, but he keeps showing up, keeps choosing life, even when his damaged brain makes that choice harder than most can imagine. Surviving trauma means being honest, seeking help, understanding healing isn't linear, letting people in instead of performing strength you don't feel, finding purpose when everything falls apart. Hammond survived 2 near-fatal crashes, depression from permanent brain injury, family collapse, and career loss. He survived by being vulnerable instead of invincible. Hammond steps back, a small, satisfied smile. Not the performer's grin, but something real, something earned. Because he's still here, still fighting his damaged brain, still surviving, one strategy at a time. For everyone battling depression, brain injury, or invisible struggles, honesty is survival. Professional help is strength. Recovery takes years. You're not alone. On World Trauma Day and every day after, we honor that fight. Some heroes survive explosions. Richard Hammond survived what came after and had the courage to tell us how.